Hey, you guys. Let's see what's playing at the movies this week. I have 8 pages to read, so I apologize if it sounds like I'm talking too fast. Okay, so this is the schedule for Friday, July 8th through Thursday, July 14th. Mike and Dave need wedding dates. That's new this week, rated R. Rated for crude sexual contact, language throughout, drug use, and some graphic nudity starring Zac Efron and Anna Kendrick for 98 minutes. Excuse me. Hard partying brothers Mike and Dave place an online ad to find the perfect dates for their sister's Hawaiian wedding. Hoping for a wild getaway, the boys instead find themselves outsmarted and outpartied by the uncontrollable duo. Next, The Secret Life of Pets, rated PG, and that's also new this week. Rated for action and some rude humor. Starring Louis C.K. and Eric Stonestreet for 90 minutes. A comedy about the lives our pets lead after we leave the house for work or for school each day. Oh my goodness. They have a ton of theaters and a ton of show times for that one. I bet that one's going to be cute. Next, we have the BFG rated PG for action peril and some scary moments and brief rude humor. Starring Ruby Barnhill and Mark Rylance for 117 minutes. The BFG, the Big Friendly Giant, is nothing like the other inhabitants of Giant Country. Standing 24 feet tall, with enormous ears and a king's sense of smell, he is endearingly dim-witted and keeps to himself for the most part. Sophie, a precocious 10-year-old girl from London, is initially frightened of the mysterious giant who has brought her to his cave, but soon becomes to realize that the BFG is actually quite gentle and charming. Having both been on their own in the world up until now, their affection for one another quickly grows. But Sophie's presence in Giant Country has attracted the unwanted attention of the other giants, who have become increasingly more bothersome. Together, they come up with a plan to get rid of the giants once and for all. That sounds like a cute movie. Next, Legend of Tarzan, rated PG-13 for sequences of action and violence, some sensuality, and brief, rude dialogue. Starring Alexander Skarsgård and Samuel L. Jackson for 110 minutes. It has been years since the man, once known as Tarzan, left the jungles of Africa behind for a gentrified life as John Clayton, Lord Greystoke, with his beloved wife, Jane, at his side. Now, he has been invited back to the Congo to serve as a trade emissary of Parliament, unaware that he is a pawn in a deadly convergence of greed and revenge, masterminded by the Belgian Leon Rome. But those behind the murderous plot have no idea what they are about to unleash. Okay. Next. I'm going to get this popcorn out. Next. The Purge. Election year rated R for disturbing bloody violence and strong language. Starring Frank Grillo and Elizabeth Mitchell for 105 minutes. It's been 2 years since Leo Barnes stopped himself from a regrettable act of revenge on Purge Night. Now, serving as head of security for Senator Charlie Roan, his mission is to protect her in a run for president and survive the annual ritual that targets the poor and innocent. But when a betrayal forces them onto the streets of D.C., on the one night when no help is available, they must stay alive until dawn or both be sacrificed for their sins against the state. Next, Independence Day Resurgence, rated PG-13. For sequences of science fiction action and destruction, and for some language, starring Liam Hemsworth and Jeff Goldblum for 120 minutes. We always knew they were coming back after Independence Day redefined the event movie genre. The next epic chapter delivers global spectacle on an unimaginable scale. Using recovered alien technology, the nations of Earth have collaborated on an immense defense program to protect our planet. But nothing can prepare us for the aliens' advance in unprecedented force. Only the ingenuity of a few brave men and women can bring our world back from the brink of extinction. Okay. Next. The Shallows, rated PG-13, rated for bloody images, intense sequences of peril, and brief, strong language, with Blake Lively and Oscar Janeda for 87 minutes. When Nancy is surfing on a secluded beach, she finds herself on the feeding ground of a great white shark. Though she is stranded only 200 yards from shore, survival proves to be the ultimate test of wills, requiring all of Nancy's ingenuity, resourcefulness, and fortitude. Next, we have Central Intelligence, rated PG-13, rated for crude and suggestive humor, some nudity, action, violence, and brief, strong language, starring Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart for 108 minutes. The story follows a one-time bullied geek, Bob, who grew up to be a lethal CIA agent. Coming home for his high school reunion, claiming to be on a top-secret case, he enlists the help of former big man on campus, Calvin, now an accountant who misses his glory days. But before the staid numbers cruncher realizes what he's getting into, it's too late to get out as his increasingly unprecedented new friend drags him through a world of shootouts, double crosses, and espionage that could get them both killed in more ways than Calvin can count. Okay, next we have Finding Dory, rated PG, for mild thematic elements, with Ellen DeGeneres and Albert Brooks for 105 minutes. Disney's Pixar Finding Dory welcomes back to the big screen everyone's favorite forgetful Blue Tang Dory, who's living happily in the reef with Marlin and Nemo. When Dory suddenly remembers that she has a family out there who may be looking for her, the trio takes off on a life-changing adventure across the ocean to California's prestigious Marine Life Institute, a rehab center and aquarium. In an effort to find her mom and dad, Dory enlists the help of three of MLI's most intriguing residents: Hank, a cantankerous octopus who frequently gives employees the slip; Bailey, a beluga whale who is convinced his biological sonar skills are on the fritz; and Destiny, a nearsighted whale shark. Deftly navigating the complex inner workings of the MLI, Dory and her friends discover the magic within their flaws, their friendships, and their family. Okay, so coming soon we have Ghostbusters, rated PG-13. Rated for supernatural action and some crude humor, starring Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy. That should be funny. For 117 minutes. 30 years after the original film took the world by storm, Ghostbusters is back and fully rebooted for a new generation. Director Paul Feig combines all the paranormal fighting elements that made the original franchise so beloved with a cast of new characters, played by the funniest actors working today. Get ready to watch them save the world this summer. Next, coming soon, is Ice Age, Collision Course, rated PG, for some mild rude humor and some action and peril, with Ray Romano and Dennis Leary for 94 minutes. Scrat's epic pursuit of the elusive Eggcorn catapults him into the universe, where he accidentally sets off a series of cosmic events that transform and threaten the Ice Age world. To save themselves, Sid, Manny, Diego, and the rest of the herd must leave their home and embark on a quest full of comedy and adventure, traveling to exotic new lands and encountering a host of colorful new characters. Also coming soon is Star Trek Beyond with Idris Elba and Zachary Quinto. The Enterprise cruise explores the furthest reaches of uncharted space, where they encounter a mysterious new enemy who puts them and everything the Federation stands for to the test. Also coming soon, Jason Bourne, rated PG-13, rated for intense sequences of violence and action, brief, strong language, with Matt Damon and Julia Stiles. The next chapter of Universal's Pictures' Bourne franchise, which finds the CIA's most lethal former operative drawn out from behind the shadows. Also coming soon, Bad Moms, rated R, for sexual material, full frontal nudity, language throughout, and drug and alcohol content, with Mila Kunis and Kristen Bell. In this new comedy, Amy has a seemingly perfect life, a great marriage, and overachieving kids, beautiful home, and a career. However, she's overworked, overcommitted, and exhausted to the point that she's about to snap. Fed up, she joins forces with two other overstressed moms on a quest to liberate themselves from responsibilities, going on a wild, unmom-like binge of long overdue freedom, fun, and self-indulgence, putting them on a collision course with PTA Queen Bee Gwendolyn and her clique of devoted perfect moms. So, number one last week at the box office again was Dory. Number two was The Legend of Tarzan. Dory made $41 million, Tarzan $38 million, and number three, The Purge, with $31 million, and number four, The BFG, for $18 million. Thanks for watching.